The foiling is bringing sailing to a totally new level of excitement.
You know, where we need to work is to bridge that gap, to get the sport out there.
It's getting young sailors, people who aren't sailors, into sailing and foiling and wind sports.
You can kind of see the next generation coming up. It's really pushing us to do better.
It's not an easy process and you can't do it overnight.
That's going to be huge for the growth of our sport.
After San Fran, obviously the Australian wing fell down.
Oh! Disaster for Australia! The wing's fallen down!
Help. Oh, keep going, keep going.
There's been a few collapsed wings over the last few years. They found a structural issue in the shear web.
Upon investigation, a structural defect was found in the wing and repairs were needed across many of the teams.
Had a lot of work to do on the wings. I think they made the right call canceling Brazil.
So I was disappointed that Rio was canceled, but you know, you just take the opportunity. Everyone's dealing with the same thing. We're very happy that the league prioritized the safety of the sailors, and very scary to watch the Australian wing come down in San Francisco. So they just had to rebuild that portion of the wings. They say they're 50% stronger, and we shouldn't run into that problem again.
But what that meant for us is a huge gap between events. And so, you know, a lot of your feel kind of goes away between the events, and we only get limited time on these boats. So
I suppose it's somewhat of a reset for all teams. Had a good run at it with 3 really good results over the last few events, which is great. We've got a lot of momentum there.
We're super excited to get to New York, and we were able to arrive a bit early and get a few extra days of sailing.
But this is a new event, a new place, new environment, new conditions.
yeah, we're just excited to get back on the circuit and get going.
Every event brings its own challenges.
Now, the city that never sleeps welcomes the world's best sailors to the southern tip of Manhattan. This is the Mubutla New York Sail Grand Prix.
All right, take up in 1 minute.
What's the game plan this morning, Khaled?
Photo, chat, then go sail. Simples. Simples.
Yeah, and excuse me. Yeah, like that, really go great.
Welcome to the official opening press conference. Last but not least, our neighbors to the north representing NorthStar Canada SailGP Team, two-time Olympic champion Giles Scott is here as well.
A really good run at results over the last 3 events. Hopefully that can continue. We're just trying to take each event as it comes and keep plugging away.
Right now, I'll look at the standings. There are only a couple of points that separate you. You seem to be right on the edge.
Yeah, we've definitely been able to bridge up to that leading pack. The points, as you say, are very close. We're not in a podium spot at the moment, but to be honest, that doesn't really matter until we get to the very end of the season. We're on that upward trajectory. Hopefully that can continue. We're all working super hard behind the scenes to make sure that we're taking any little gains where we can, and hopefully we can keep tackling.
With the new wing setup, we had some wing commissioning, and we had to go through kind of these whole steps of making sure that the wing was safe to sail. And what that meant is they thought they would use some time to give me some time on the flight control. Because we weren't, obviously, it wouldn't be very productive for Billy with all the starting and stopping. Joe and the rest of the team thought it would be a good idea to give me some time on flight control, but what that actually meant was getting thrown in the deep end, so to speak.
Boat speed's at 28, so you're not going to be able to take off, so you don't need max land. They want to be like between 0 and 1.5. Now you can pop. So you hit big pop, there you go.
Yeah, do you know what's funny is that having Billy at your fingertips obviously is like a huge asset, but also he's speaking at level 10 and I'm at level 1.
I think the pop number on this is you need more speed than you would in real world. And he's going to take my job.
I would say it was marginal at best.
Annie did a fantastic job. She's coming for me.
I had quite literally 30 minutes on the sim beforehand, and I will say nothing prepares you for it.
New flight controller, and
See how it goes. Do you know what? You don't have to be good to start, but you have to start to be good. So that's our mantra going into today. That's what we're doing. Getting the sensation and the feedback from the boat it actually makes it a little bit easier. But I mean, you kind of do feel like you have everybody's life in your hands a little bit, and so it's a very intimidating environment to be thrown in. To be totally honest, it's like, you know, the best guys in the world sitting behind you, and you're the one who's making the boat crash. So I think it takes a certain type of personality to be able to you put that on your shoulders and be like, no, we'll see how this goes. Very challenging. Tide was going the opposite direction we thought it was going to, so it was quite choppy, but yeah, I don't know, it was good. Got to start somewhere. I enjoyed it, being a feel sailor. I think my whole life I'm much like a gut sailor, like I'm a very intuitive type of sailor. And so I really enjoyed the dynamic of flying the boat because it's direct feedback, and it is all about like fighting momentum of where the boat's going. It's hard, but he's got a job for a reason, that guy. Thinking about the future and thinking about like upskilling the next generation, it was a really interesting exercise being thrown in it myself, and especially with limited time in the boats, right? Like we think about the weCANfoil program, we think about all the kids that are kind of coming through it and coming up through the program right now, and someone, you know, we're not a young team. We still, all of us have a couple years left in us, but we are starting to think about the next generation and how best to prepare them for like filling some shoes that will eventually be on the team. Just like obviously the talent pool in Canada is completely growing from a foiling perspective, but for those skill positions like the 3 back in the boat, I guess 4 in myself, like, you know, the flight controller, wing, and driver. But we got to get started somewhere. Like there's gonna be a tipping point.
So last week we had an awesome weekend at the Foil for All program.
We just want to welcome everybody to Foil for All 2025. A few quick introductions. We have our head coach, Augustine Ferrerio, the director for weCANfoil here. Welcome. Happy to have Aug. We also have 2 special guests, Billy Gooder from NorthStar SailGP Team. Woo! And we hope to do this again, and we want to be able to, you know, provide the same opportunity to many, like in the future, to lots of other people. So
it's okay. We have to do the same thing even at SailGP.
Yeah, something like a sausage. I'm good.
It gets over top, and you can't get. You're like flailing around trying to get it around. So
part of what the NorthStar SailGP team is trying to get the next generation coming along. And that is really one of the aims of our weCANfoil program. It was a program that was started in the very early days of our team. It's a cause that's really close to the hearts of everybody here at the NorthStar SailGP team, about getting young kids out sailing and out foiling and making sure that the next generation is coming up behind us, so that this is a sustainable team long term, and that we have athletes in the pipeline who are learning how to do the basics of foiling, so that one day they can be professional sailors and be out sailing on these awesome F50s. In year 1 of the weCANfoil program, it was very geared toward getting youth engagement out sailing. We realized that we could do more, that it was more than just getting the kids out sailing, it was about getting everybody out sailing and everybody out foiling. And out of that sort of spawned this Foil for All program that we've started. So our first Foil for All weekend, or week I guess it was, happened last year when we had the event in Halifax, where we had hundreds of people out foiling over the week leading up to the Canada SailGP event that we had last year in Halifax.
And this year, even though SailGP is not coming this time, but the idea was to continue with the legacy of the event and try to get a lot of people foiling here in Halifax. The idea today is to have some fun, keep it safe, and hopefully I'll encourage you guys to come try it again some other time, get more involved with it. All right? We're very excited to bring the legacy we started last year, with this year trying to get more people on the water, foiling, and giving the opportunity that otherwise maybe they wouldn't have.
Sailed before?
Yes, but not on anything like this.
Nothing that's ever foiled. I'm expecting to capsize, probably at least one, more like 5.
It still baffles me sometimes whenever people say that, because I still think that I'm like the 25-year-old kid that nobody knows who they are, but apparently now I'm the 35-year-old man who people actually do know who I am. So,
awesome. High five.
Yes.
New year, same weekend, same weather. Not gonna be dry.
Yeah, this is what dedication looks like. So happy out here. Well, we are. Good wind. Good wind. I think the water's about 7 degrees, same as it was last year. It's a lot different than sailing like say a laser. All right, so obviously same weekend, same weather. 1 year later.
Oh my word! Oh, they got the
win! We're just reenacting the Tom 60 Halifax Harbor capsize right here.
That's what it's like, and that's what's gonna happen. It's totally fun. I'm going again.
I mean, that's what it's all about at the end of the day, right? Is like getting youth into sailing and getting more people in our community involved. You know, you have ideas of where things can go, but seeing that it's actually working out and that people embracing our sport, it's great to see.
Thank you. Wow.
Fantastic.
I don't understand how, like, I'm here. Oh my god, this is fun.
It looks very similar to the exact same time
We were
last year.
saying earlier the same weekend as last year, and it's exactly the same. It was like absolutely
Yesterday's
beautiful
stunning.
for like a couple days leading up, and then bang.
Then Nova Scotia.
The big things about the Foil for All program is it's having everybody experience foiling. Everybody from all walks of life and all ages sort of out sailing, out foiling, and just the amount of fizz that from everybody. The first time they pop up on a foil and the boat takes off and everything gets quiet, you just, even if the weather is like it was last week.
I'm shocked that I'm here.
She came over with me this morning.
Really? Yes. And I've been following SailGP because one of my friends, like, he got me into it.
Okay.
And it's like a bucket list. So when I clicked and I ended up here, I just, like, how did this happen?
So good.
My good fortune. So thank you so much for having me. This is amazing.
That's a really cool progression that we've seen.
They're frothing. They're so happy, but just like biggest smiles ever. So it's so cool to see.
We had over 100 people come up and go out foiling. We had a great new partner with the boat school at the Maritime Museum in Atlantic.
So Boat School is a place that is specifically for youth from underserved communities.
A program that's very near and dear to my heart. I've done a couple of days in there in the shed, bending ribs in and doing some really cool stuff and building really cool boats.
This community tries to get, you know, basically kids, adults, anyone out here that doesn't have exposure to sailing and expose them to building boats, older boat building techniques, like some of these amazing wood boats around us.
Having an opportunity like this is just not something that most youth in this cohort would have an opportunity to maybe even know about, let alone to be able to experience.
Some of the people from their program come out with our Foil for All program, and then some of our athletes went and learned some traditional boat building skills, which is a really cool thing.
How's it going? Tim, nice to meet you.
Dan's our boat builder here at Boat School.
Oh, wow.
This boat is being built by youth.
They come in once a week, or sometimes in the summer they'll come in for like a week-long camp.
God, I would have loved to have done that. Like
Yeah.
that would be. I would like to do that now.
There's a bit of work to have, a little behind the
You
scenes.
fill in the
actually,
fill in the gaps between. What did you do yesterday?
I did do the toe foiling. I got up for a few seconds. It was awesome. I can see how just a bit more practice and I could really make it happen.
So tell me the truth.
Yeah.
Who was better at the boat building? I know you did it with Billy and Dries. Who had the skills?
You know what? We'll take anybody. It doesn't matter what you come with. Like, we'll appreciate the help.
I'm more of a computer, So
This is the good thing about boat school. Almost every single person who comes here comes with no background in building anything. So
they don't look like that. They look like they're very skilled.
Well, it's just all it takes is just a tiny bit of like guidance in the right direction, and
awesome.
Honestly, anybody can do it.
Well, when we're back, you can scare us with all the power tools, and then we'll take you out on the boat and we'll try and scare you a little bit on the 50.
I wasn't gonna go yesterday, and then everybody here was like, "Oh, you gotta go. You won't regret it. Like, you gotta do it." And
That's
I
true.
agreed. It was awesome.
I've been wing foiling here for quite a long time, but I'll be like the only person out of like the ferry terminal in Dartmouth or in the lakes, and hoping that we could get some more people out. So it's exciting to see.
I think
awesome.
I think it'll slowly happen.
This is so cool. Fun, This is awesome.
Yeah.
I think the first time I went foiling was when the foiling moths first started foiling. Sort of went out blasting around in the intercoastal in Florida, and I think I ran aground actually at one point as well. So second that I popped up on a foil, I knew this was sort of what I wanted to do.
Enjoying the SailGP stuff? It's a pretty sweet gig.
If you'd asked 14-year-old me this is what I was going to be doing for a living, I would have said you're breathing. So the fact that you could sort of not only get to sail these freaking cool boats, but get paid to do it ain't half bad.
Yeah, that's a good gig.
I've gone from sort of bumping around in a moth in the intercoastal in Florida to now getting to sail the coolest boats in the world that hit top speeds of in the triple digits. So it's a pathway that with our Foil for All and the weCANfoil program that is open to so many more people now.
For me, it's a complete and utter privilege to be in this position that I am, meaning that I think about the next generation of women, and if you can see it, you can be it, and they can be it.
Well, it's definitely a really impressive group this morning, and we couldn't have done this without Sarah, for sure. She's put in time. She's an amazing volunteer, but I just want to say on behalf of the team, weCANfoil is our Race for the Future partner. We're trying to keep building the momentum, but the fourth focus area that we have as a team is actually called Breaking Boundaries, and it's the one that's closest to my heart, and it's all about what we're here doing today. It's about empowering women and girls to get into sport, use the microphone properly, stand up. And it's super important to us as a team, and it's something that goes through all that we do. Annie, we're chatting with her just before International Women's Day, and she was going to speak in Vancouver, and we said to her, well, it's pretty simple, Jen. There's just one thing that we want to come across, and it's be brave. It's something that today I think maybe you'll incorporate into your day out there on the water, and it is, we can do hard things, and it is amazing. It's opportunities like this that get us out there on the water. We get together, and I hope that the team can be inspirational to women.
I feel like incredible honor, and I want to do everyone proud, and I want to make it so that women aren't just ticking a box on the boat. I want to make it so we are actively in the conversation, and they want to involve us more. And so I think if there's any pressure, it's to do that. It's just to kind of prove my worth and throw my elbows up where I can. Honestly, I'm just excited for the next generation because there's so many doors that have blown open because of this league.
So I've been with this team since its inception. Every event we bring in an intern, a young Canadian, keen, wanting to learn. They get to just see how the team works and help out. You don't necessarily know where it's going to get you. For example, our rib driver, Fionn Conway, he started as an intern for us in Dubai, and now he's full-time rib driver, shore team, a very integral part of the team. There's many interns we've had that I still see around here, working for hospitality, working in the tech team. In the early days, we had Galen Richardson, and Galen was one of the first people to be part of our weCANfoil program. Put in a lot of time and a lot of effort. Came in and was an intern with the team for a number of regattas, and then he's got the opportunity to work for the team. And then he's also had the opportunity to be part of the sailing team on numerous occasions. So there is that real pathway that we have for our athletes that come through the weCANfoil program. And then there is that pathway to getting on the boat and getting to be part of the sailing team.
So many of my friends, you know, there weren't these opportunities when they were finishing their, you know, Olympic campaigns, for instance, and they got other jobs, and I'm sure they're super happy. But if these opportunities had been here earlier, SailGP and showing that Canadians can be professionals in the sailing industry, then you wouldn't lose so many people out of the sailing scene. So I think it's really important that we're here showing Canadians what's possible.
Actually, one of the high points of the weekend for us, where we had the one and only DJ Khaled out on the boat.
Team Canada, they won the last 2 events ago in LA, right? You know how I spell Canada, right? D-R-A-K-E. Trey. Shout out brother Trey.
He was just non-stop having a whale of a time.
Yes, yes, I hear you. Testing 1, 2. Can you hear me? Another one.
Okay, happy to go here?
Let's go sailing! Woo! No engine, no power. This is all wind. Flying.
I wanted to, you know, give him a bit of an example of how quickly the boats can turn, a bit of the G-force.
Turning up. Oh yeah! 2, 1, turning up.
The dynamic of Giles and DJ Khaled might be the best duo I've seen in a while on a F50.
My wheel here, DJ Khaled. Let go of the wheel! Let go of the wheel! Thank you!
I was just bent over the pedestal laughing.
Turning down.
Yo! Wow.
How was that?
Unbelievable experience.
Glad you enjoyed it.
It was great, and also had a good time, and we were able to showcase the team and showcase the sport.
Bomberclad! Bomberclad! Nice. Well done. Love y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. Respect and love.
He's pretty jazzed up.
Someone like him who can basically have any experience in life, and just like how high on his list of cool experiences is sailing an F50 was. You know, that's sort of the attitude that you see from everybody for the first time they go foiling. So whether it's someone like DJ Khaled who comes out sailing with us on our F50, or everybody back home in Halifax and all across the country who is part of our weCANfoil and our Foil for All program, it's that same feeling that everybody experiences, and the first time is just this magical feeling.
And as we take a look now, it is Spain that gets the 10 points on the overall.
You're not always going to be at the front. There's going to be letdowns. It's not how hard you can get hit, it's how hard you can get hit and get back up. And I think that is sort of the inspiring part of it, is that, yeah, we took a bit of a punch this weekend. We didn't have our best showing. We were previously the Canada SailGP team, and now we're the NorthStar SailGP team. And the reason we chose that NorthStar name is that the NorthStar is traditionally a navigational beacon for sailors at sea. It's something that allows them, gives them something to strive for and shoot for and navigate to. And that's really what we want to be as a team, is we want to be that navigational beacon for the next generation of kids for where they want to get to and where they want to strive to be.
Regardless of the result, the fact there's a Canadian team on this circuit, yeah, I still hope we're inspiring, because that's what's most important to a lot of us. And yeah, I look forward to the growth over the coming years. It's a very exciting time to be a sailor in Canada.